I did a video early this morning where I was talking about, I titled it 7 Real Reasons Why Men Are Disgusted by Women Who Sleep Around, right? And so what happened was, it was funny because, you know, I was like, I can't wait to read the comments of this shit because, you know, there's some dudes who was just real triggered by it. I was like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny because what happens is that a lot of times guys, they really don't understand how, you know, how women actually are out here in these streets, and they have these delusions, and they want things a certain way, and they feel funny style about women being sexual and all. It's just a bunch of crazy shit, right? And so I'm scrolling through the comments, right? And it's funny to me how some dudes just really like, you know, be in their feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? And there was a guy who wrote a comment, and I'm trying to find the exact comment because I just saw it. I hope he didn't delete this shit. I should have fucking screenshotted it. But even if he deleted it, I could paraphrase what he said because I'm trying to look for it now, but I can't. I think he probably deleted it because he probably knew how goofy it was. But anyway, so he wrote a comment. And he basically was saying, he was like, "Hey, Miss Locario, you know, you don't get it." He's like, it's one thing for, you know, women to like dick, but why do they have to hop from dick to dick, right? He said, he basically said, just because a woman likes dick doesn't mean she needs to hop from dick to dick, right? Now, guys, this is why you have to live in real life. This is why you have to actually log off your internet and go outside and smell the roses. You feel what I'm saying? Because you would realize how ridiculous what you're saying sounds. He said, I get women like dick, but why do they have to hop from dick to dick, right? And I'll tell you why they have to hop from dick to dick. This is real simple. It's real simple. Because if a woman gets with a man and that man leaves her, she has to get a new dick. You get it? It's real simple. This is not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman likes sex, it's like, I understand women like sex. Well, if you understand women like sex, what does that mean? They got to get fucked, right? By a dick. Now, if she's dealing with guy A and guy A fucks her and never calls her again, what does she have to do? She has to go to guy B. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then it's funny. What's funny is I've heard this argument before, and where a guy would say, because I heard the same argument, a guy would say, oh, well, you know, if she was worth anything, the guy would stay with her. And it's funny because even in the video, I was talking about the reason why guys are upset about or feel a certain type of way about women fucking around is because they're beta males, right? And I said that dudes have beta male talking points. See, and that right there is a beta male talking point. When you say, well, if she was worth anything, he would stay. No. That's a beta male talking point because you're basically saying that, oh, well, I would just stay with some chick because, no, you're staying with her because you feel you need to stay with her. You understand? See, an alpha male, he'll stay with a chick who's worth staying with, meaning he vets her. He gives her time to prove herself. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So that's going to take time anyway. You feel what I mean? And so what happens is that it's not about, well, if she was worth anything, he would stay. There's actually guys who will be with a chick who's worth something and they still won't stay because they don't know how to recognize a chick who's worth something. You see what I'm saying? So just because he left doesn't mean that he left because she wasn't worth nothing. That guy could have left because he didn't realize that she was worth. He don't know how to recognize a chick who's worth something. So it can go both ways. It's not just because she could be a piece of shit. But also he could be a piece of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, so the thing is it's, you guys gotta understand something. In reality, there are times when shit just don't work out. You understand? Because both of the people could be cool, but they just don't click. They just realize, hey, we hooked up a few times. We don't really get along. We don't gel together. And so they move on. And so because they move on, guess what? she's going to have to hop to another dick. Why? Because she likes sex. So just like the guy said in his comment, he said, I understand women like sex. Okay. So if you understand women like sex, then of course they're going to hop from dick to dick, because if the guy that they're with, they're not staying with, or it doesn't work out, or he leaves or whatever, then she has to go to another dick. You understand? It's real simple. But see, guys always, it's like, I don't understand why men have such a fucking, like this, I don't like, it's weird to me. Like, I don't know, like what's going on with dudes nowadays where they're so emotional about sex. Like, I don't get this shit. Like, we're supposed to spread our seed. We're supposed to be fucking as many women as possible and keeping that shit pushing. You understand? That's in our fucking nature. What the fuck are you worried about? Oh, well, this girl did this and that girl did that, and I can't bond with her and she can't be my wife. And I'm like, who the fuck cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could understand if women were complaining. If women were like, damn it, man, these guys can't pair bond. I want a husband, and every time a guy meets me, we fuck and he leaves. Like, I could understand a woman complaining about this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Why do guys have to hop from vagina to vagina? Why? You know, I can understand a woman complaining. Why are men complaining about this? You understand what I'm saying? Like why? Like, why do you care? Why do you need for this woman to not to not be fucking? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, the shit is so like, well, it's weird. But go ahead.
It's the result of the, you know, the emasculation and the feminization of men in society, man.
Right.
Like, this is where it is. Like, I mean, you have to have noticed that the more dating coaches you see,
mm-hmm.
the more dating coaches you see that get heavy numbers and get a good following, a lot of them are, they're not telling guys what they need to do. They're like telling guys what they want to hear. You understand what I'm saying? It's like Derek Jackson, but in a different form.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because guys want to hear the therapy of, oh yeah, women are this and women are that, or women are this and women are that, and it's like a fucking it's like a pity party, like a rant.
Right.
Like, everybody gets to express their feelings on how women make them feel and how you know, oh my God, and you know what I'm saying? Like, women are hitting the wall, and women are entitled, and women are delusional. And it's like, yeah, we talk about women too.
Right.
But we never talk about women without explaining to men what they have to do.
Exactly.
To deal with it.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the difference between them and us. Because they them and we us. Like, exactly. we talk about like how to deal with shit. We talk about like, yo, this is what you need to do. Like, niggas get on and talk about, Lucario, the pandemic is making it harder for women to. You're like, yo, well, you gotta increase your numbers game and do some more cold approaching, or you gotta increase your numbers game, and you know, once you match with a chick, then you text her and get her to either call or FaceTime, and then from FaceTime and calling, you get her to meet, or you gotta do something. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is. But Nick, nobody wants to hear about the work. Everybody just wants to hear about the complaining.
Right.
You understand? Nobody wants to hear about, okay, this is what you have to, or here's the problem, right? And this is what you have to do to deal with the problem. But everybody just wants to dissect the problem every which way. You understand? And live in the realm of the dissection of the problem. And it's like, that's not getting you no fucking results, bro.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not getting you no goddamn results. And that's the problem. Like, so, and what you're, you know, you're hearing more and more men, it's, you know, kind of like how Derek Jones would get on the, Derek Jackson would get on the fucking video and be like, oh, well, if you men want to do this and you men want to do that, but y'all ain't got no job, and y'all not worthy, and you know, dealing with a single female is only for a real man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like they want to hear when niggas say, oh, well, all these women are here are attention for us. and all these women are this, and if you're not if you don't have good femininity, you're awful, and if you hit the wall already, then you're delusional. And
right.
They just want to hear that shit again and again and again. Where when we're trying to tell them, okay, in order to avoid delusional chicks, you have to know who you are as a man and require what you require from a woman, and don't let that stop you from, approaching women and stuff. And you have to speak to 25 women a day, and don't let a woman lead the situation, like all these things. But that would mean that these guys have to take the responsibility into their own hands and actually do something about it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They can't just sit there and continue to complain about delusional attention whore seeking women and blah blah blah. You feel me?
And also, it's like. Now I was gonna say also it's weird. It's like this is complaining about stuff you have no control over. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm like there's no accurate way to decipher what is actually going on. You understand what I'm saying? Or what happened? You're not there. So the thing is, having an understanding of how things are in reality, you understand what's going on, and then you move accordingly based off of what you're specifically trying to do. You understand? Because if you're a heterosexual man, based off of whatever your agenda is, because some guys, they just want to hook up with girls. Some guys may want a girlfriend. Some guys may want to actually get married and have kids, right? And with whatever you're trying to do, have the knowledge and understanding of what actually is going on out here, and then move accordingly. Because this is the thing. Let's say you want to be a man. Let's say you're a man who wants to have a wife and kids. Understand that the chances of you finding a woman, right? Unless you're scouring the earth for virgins, you know what I'm saying? Who are like, who just turned 18, and most of them ain't virgins at that point anyway. Unless you're scouring the earth for that, most of the women that you meet they done had sex with a few dudes anyway. So it's like that within itself, you're wasting your time. Then you have to ask yourself, why is that an issue? You have to really ask yourself, why is that an issue? You understand what I'm saying? Because what do you want what do you want a wife for? You see, like this is the questions I want dudes to ask themselves. Why do you want to get married in the first place? Why do you want a girlfriend? What's the reason? You understand what I'm saying? And does your reason correlate with the reason that you're complaining about why you can't make a chick your girlfriend? You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you say, well, I want a girlfriend or I want a wife because I want someone there that's going to, help me on my purpose and assist me with what I'm trying to do and have my kids. Okay, cool. What does it matter? She had sex with 15 niggas.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, what does that have to do with anything? This is what I'm trying to say. Like, and that's what we're talking about is like, what are you actually trying to do? And can you get that accomplished? Period. And how do you accomplish that? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about how to take action to make shit happen in your life and make it happen the way you want it to happen. See, a lot of times dudes, they get on this shit where it's ego. They're like, well, I want a chick who's a virgin because, she hasn't been touched by these guys. So then it feels like, nigga, that's again, feelings. And this is what you were saying earlier, Miles, is like dudes is going off of feelings rather than actual practical shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because dudes come up with all this stuff about, oh, well, a woman, she's not going to be able to pair bond if she had sex, and she's not going to be able to listen to you because she had all these dudes fucking with her. Well, bro, that's just a reflection on you not being able to manage that chick. You understand? Now, granted, there are some chicks who just have fucking mental problems, so they're just so far gone. It's gonna be difficult to fuck with them, and you don't need to fuck with them at all anyway. And that's beyond just sex. That's just she got issues. But what I'm saying is that a woman who's cooperating with you and fucking with you and doing what she needs to do is a reflection of your game and you knowing how to maintain the shit. So no matter what the fuck I don't give a fuck about what a chick, was doing before. If she want to fuck with me, she's doing what I want her to do now. You understand what I'm saying? And if she's not doing that, then she could keep it moving. But again, this goes back to what you said, Miles, about dudes not wanting to do the work. Because part of the reason why dudes, quote unquote, want virgins is because they think that getting a virgin is going to be easier to deal with. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is false. You understand what I'm saying? Which is false. That's false. Because understand, a virgin, she still is going to be inquiring about other dick. You understand? That's going to happen. And then two, when a nigga like me, let me explain to you guys when I say niggas like me. You understand? Niggas like me who, and it's funny because this is I kind of think about Drake when I talk about this part. Drake is the type of nigga who he would target chicks who had boyfriends already. You understand what I'm saying? That was his thing.
Right.
To fuck these industry niggas girls. You understand what I'm saying? On some ha. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, you thought your girl wasn't getting down. Trust me, your girls. Didn't he just talk about Kylie Jenner being a side chick or some shit? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how. Look, niggas like that's what I used to do. I used to rub my hands like Birdman when I saw a chick who I knew had a boyfriend. You understand what I'm saying? And I would go after her strictly off of that to try to fuck her. And 8 times out of 10 I would succeed. You understand what I'm saying? So for all you guys who think you're safe, when a nigga come around like me that want to do that, shit's gonna go down. So this is what I'm saying, where it's not like easier where she's no. You're not living in a bubble. You're living with other, with other human beings on this goddamn earth. So
right.
You know what I mean? So again, guys just need to know how to handle their shit. It's that simple. You know what I mean? But you want to say anything else before we go on break?
I just want to say, like, this society, like I said, like I was trying to coming back around to the point about the society is the level of masculinity is dropping. You know what I'm saying? So that's you're gonna find more and more guys that basically sound like females complaining about shit,
right? Because
that's all they really want to do. See, the thing is, people who there's people who complain. There's people who don't say nothing, who leave it alone.
Right.
There's people who complain, and then there's people who take action.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Men are about action. Women are about their feelings. So the more you hear these guys complaining, it's really just these men succumbing to the feminine uprise or the emasculation agenda of what's going on in society. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's really all that's happening, and that's what you're going to see more and more of. You're going to see more dudes complaining and less dudes actually trying to take personal responsibility so they can actually create actions to solve their own problems.
Facts. Real talk. And on that note, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking about why men make women ruin their lives. All right. So you guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.